What's good? What's good? It's your boy, Mr. Skrilltown himself, on a new and improved show called Welcome to Skrilltown Talk. Yeah, what's cracking, man? Shout out to St. Louis Hits. He just hit me up, said he's under the weather, but it's all good. We're going to keep this ball rolling. We got to keep this train moving, man. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give a shout out to everybody that tuned in today. It's been a couple of weeks. I had to do some re-strategizing, but it's all good, man. That's the way the road. That's the way the game goes, man. You always gotta, have a backup plan. You always gotta have something up your sleeve. That's just the way it is. But I want to see if I can invite some people on this live show, man. So I'm gonna copy my link. I'm gonna send it to Facebook, and if y'all want to tune in, y'all want to tap in, then I'm gonna give y'all that opportunity today since St. Louis couldn't make it. So let's see how we gonna do that. I copied that link. Let's see. Let me see if I can send it. Let's see. All right, so let me see how I'm gonna do this. This is all new to me too, y'all. Just started this new podcast on a different software. So let me see if I can invite some people. Let's see. Go to my home screen. I'm gonna type it in the comments. How about that? Or maybe not. We're gonna keep this ball rolling though. Tell you that much. Let's see. Looks like my computer might be stuck. Right, there it go. There we go. There we go. As soon as I said my computer might be stuck, it pops up. Okay. Drop that in there. That ain't what I want to drop in there, but let's see if I can invite. Guess. Copy that. Drop. Yeah, it's like my computer's so delayed. It ain't even funny. There we go. Alright. It ain't even backing up like it need to. But we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it moving. There you go. Drop that in there. Alright, so I'm getting ready to post this. Now y'all gotta do is click on it. And y'all can jump right on in if y'all want to. We gonna see how this thing works. Cause this is my first time doing it. How about that? How about that? But yeah. So while I got everybody on here, get back on this live thing like it's supposed to. Let's go down here. This thing is really going slow. Let's see. Everything popping up on the computer like I'm really trying to see it. And all I'm trying to do. Okay, it says add a few final steps. Nope. Okay. All right. So I'm still on here. So I got the comments cracking. Got that all up. All right. Invited people so y'all can tap in. So couldn't get St. Lou because he was under the weather. Had a couple technical difficulties, and that's all good. But now we're gonna keep it moving. So since I got y'all on here, I got my little webcam cracking, got my little background music. So now it's just time for y'all to start tapping in. Until then, we're gonna talk business. We're just gonna get it in. Shout out to Eric Lee, country singer out of Alabama, coming out with that 7 miles through Skrilltown Mo Sony Orchard. That's coming real soon. Shout out to Becky Raymond, coming out with Summertime Sugar. That's going to be the first day of the summer. It's a feel-good song. It's real nice and catchy. That's coming out, Skrilltown Mo Sony. Of course, April 15th, You've Been Saying, featuring yours truly and Rekka out of Oregon. The re-release that's coming out. That's going to be hot. We're getting ready to do a video for that. And then after that, we got Venom and Vaccines. And that's all fast, lyrical content. Venom, you know what I'm saying? Hot, lava. You got your boy Excerpt Beats. You got I Look on there. You got your boy King Wicked. And they spitting venom. Shout out to Codeine on the beat. Bobby Lee, he made the beat. But that's coming out real soon. It's going to hit in the summer as well. And then, of course, the long overdue Grind Hard or Go Home. And that's going to probably be right around, I would say, July 4th. We might just hit y'all on the 4th of July with it. But that's Skrilltown Mo presents Grind Hard or Go Home. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, man, we got a lot of talent on that EP album. Got a lot of talent, man. We got No Cap on there. We got Mike Sounds. We got J Don Omega. We got G Maze. We got so many talented artists on there that I can't even think of. We got The Shoot on there. We got, it was just listening to the submissions for that compilation was crazy because, it was like every time I would listen to one, then I go to the next one, I'll be like, damn, that mug is hot. You know what I'm saying? And first I was just going to put them all out on singles, but man, we would have been coming out with singles for the next 2 years if I'd have did that, So, shout out to them boys, and Becky Raisman, man, she's talented up there in South Carolina. She actually submitted for the Grind Hard and Go Home, compilation, but her music style just fitted more of a single, summertime feel good type, vibe. So I didn't want to put her on a lyrical type album when, her genre just didn't fit that. So we just went ahead and made that a single, so we got a lot of good talent coming this way. Shout out to Joshie. She's coming real soon. She got a single. Shout out to Yo Soy Eli, shout out to Bobby Lee. We just got a lot coming, man, and that's why I really ain't too much worried about what's going on with other things, other people that decided, to jump off the bandwagon or jump out of the bus. That's business. One thing I could say about my experience is that everything ain't all good. Everything ain't never been all good. What you gotta understand and learn is that it's ups and downs in anything. And, music's just one of them. You get people that seem like they serious at first, and then all of a sudden they jump off, and then they get people discouraging them. We got people in their head and their ear, and then you got people that's just worrying about too much. People that ain't playing a position, people that ain't, being a team player. So, with that being said, it's like, yeah, I always tell people, I always post things about being business minded. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the first steps of being an artist, being an entrepreneur, being an exec, having any position in the music business is just being business minded, man. I mean, you can learn that stuff on YouTube or Google, or you can just pick up a book, a business book, or, a book from an entrepreneur, and they'll tell you. I mean, hell, if you pick up my book, that I wrote and published earlier last year, well, late last year, it'll give you steps on how to do things. But you have to know that stuff, man. I mean, this is like I said, multi-million-dollar business that you're entering as soon as you leave the studio. As soon as you hit save on your computer after a studio session, you're entering a multi-million-dollar business, and it's going to be up to you if you want to succeed in it. I mean, you can be that person where you can make 1,000 hits or 1,000 songs, and it don't amount to anything. Or you could be that person that make one song and everybody knows about you. It's really up to you, what you want to do, how you want to do things. The best kept secret in anything is to listen and learn. Listen and learn. Don't be that person that think that they too big or too grown or got too much money to understand that, look, you might have made your money one way, but in this industry, they made their money another. And in order for you to make money like them and from the industry, you got to listen and learn. You can't be too arrogant, too prideful, to not be able to listen to people, take advice, take suggestions, take recommendations, all of that stuff, because it'll all help you succeed. So yeah, man, I try to preach that all the time to people, and you get half and half. Half the people will listen to you and they'll take it for what it's worth and they'll implement and apply it. Others won't. They'll be like, yeah, he don't know what he's talking about. Look at him, blah, 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 blah. What you got to understand is that it's all about longevity in this. It ain't about being that one person that, was hot for a couple of years and then fell off and then you never hear about them anymore. You want longevity, man. And the only way you're going to get longevity is by taking, what's earned, taking it in stride and applying it. That's why I say, man, you just got to plan, and execute. You got to strategize everything, and hope that things work out, because nothing's promised, nothing's guaranteed. I get people all the time asking if this is guaranteed and if that is guaranteed. Nothing in life is guaranteed. So what makes you think that when I'm promoting and marketing and advertising or whatever, that this stuff is guaranteed? It's not, man. But if you put your blood, sweat, and tears into this music, then you best believe it'll pay itself off. But don't think just if you put out trash that you just gonna blossom from it just because you put a couple dollars up, because that's all it is, man. It's a couple of dollars. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, trust me, I only got maybe one or two clients that I've worked with that put up some real money. Everybody else is just putting up this and that. And that, there's nothing against it. It's good. But when you're putting up little, you got to be consistent. When we doing these promotional campaigns and you put up $200, $300, $400, just know that you're not going to become a superstar overnight over $200, $300, $400. You're going to have to keep grinding, you know what I'm saying? And don't be afraid to do more, you know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, I'm a manager. And when we bring out music under ScrilltownMO, if I find a way to promote it, a way that I haven't found out before, I'm going to put some money towards. I'm going to invest in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put my own money into it. Because you sitting around watching stats and analytics and all that other stuff, hoping that people is watching and listening to your music, watching your videos, listening to your music. They not. They only listening to it if you're applying yourself. You know, you got to stay in front of the cameras. You know, you got to keep that song moving, and you got to put that song in different places. You can't just put it in the clubs, or you just can't put it on YouTube, or you just can't put it on, the social media platforms. You got to put it everywhere. And if you put it everywhere, they'll see it and hear it everywhere. So let me see if anybody's tapped in yet. I ain't got nobody that tapped in. All right. But yeah, so, it ain't really that hard to understand how to do things. What's hard is applying it, because a lot of people don't want to take the risk. They might have the money in hand and be like, yeah, I got this $500, man, but I don't know if I want to spend it on my music. Well, how do you expect your music to grow? It's just like a flower or a plant or anything else. You got to water that thing. You just got to water it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't water it, it ain't going to grow. So that's why I tell y'all, man, your best bet is just to stay on the grind, man. Stay on it. And don't be going out here making 1,000 songs either, when you ain't even invested the time in the one that you made before that. You making a song and you didn't put your time into it and it's a hot song. Don't give it 2 months and then stop promoting it. Or promote it hardcore for 2 months and then go on to the next song. That's not good business practice. It's just not. Your best bet is, like I tell y'all, 3 to 6 months on the song for results. That don't mean to stop. That don't mean stop promoting the song. That means check the results. See how the song's doing. See if people are really enjoying it. See if you're getting some positive feedback. And then reevaluate. If you promoted that song and you gave that song 110% for 3 to 6 months, guaranteed that song will make some type of movement. I can't guarantee what numbers gonna look like, but I can guarantee you that song ain't gonna stay. It ain't gonna sit still, because you got people out here that like music. They like good music and they like crappy music. So it's really up to you to just, like I said, stay business minded, stay focused. Be patient. Don't be, anxious. You ain't gotta be. Do everything you can with that one song, and then when you've exhausted everything, and you can sit back and be like, man, I really gave that song my all. Then then you can move on to the next, but keep promoting that one. Don't stop promoting it. Don't stop promoting it until something's really telling you, like, all right, I need to let up off this song and do something else. But if it's just because you feel the need that you want to promote another song, or that's not smart, man, because it only takes one song to blow, and then everything you bring out will blow. So just think about that. Think about the fact that if you bring out a song and it finally hits, regardless if it's radio, iTunes, Amazon, whatever, Spotify, once it hits, then every time people gonna look for your name on stuff. So when you do bring out another song, they're gonna already be looking for you to bring it out. So your song will be on different playlists and different radio stations and YouTube channels for the video and so forth. And you just won't have to ask. It'll just be on there because you hot. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get to that point first. You know what I'm saying? And that takes work. It's not an overnight thing. You got to get to that point. And it's okay to test different methods to get to that point. It's okay. That's good. You know, you do that. So yeah, let me see if anybody gonna tap in real quick. See if I can maybe invite some people or something. Instead of stuff keep popping up on the screen. Hey, when I do that. Alright, let's see. Okay, I just sent the message to everybody. But yeah, you know, that's the name of the game right now. The game has changed. It's not the way it used to be. There's no need to, you know, bring out 1,000 different projects and, you know, get one project only sell, you know, 1,000 streams. You get another project that only sells 500 streams. Both projects only got, you know, 200, 300 views on YouTube on your video. Does that really make sense? No, it doesn't. And you can do it for the music, but do it for the music and a purpose, because the music's gonna be here. Trust, you can bring out one song and just let that bad boy blow and just put all your marbles up on it. And when it's all said and done, people gonna be like, dang, you know, I seen that video. I heard that song, man. That's nice. You know, and they telling their friends about it, and, you know, but your primary goal is for that song or that video to chart, you know, because that's what's gonna get you where you need to be. That's where, you know, the radio stations and the labels and all those things will start reaching out to you. Interviews and publishing deals and sync licenses for the movies and commercials and stuff like that. That's where that all comes into play, you know. But you can't get to that level if you don't do what you're supposed to do. You know, you'll be making music till you 80 years old. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to do that. So I don't knock that, but that's not what I want any of my artists to do. I want my artists to be successful, and once they start bringing out music, everything they bring out is a collective masterpiece. Like, you know, people talk about it in magazines and they talk about it on shows and so forth. I don't want them to be bringing out music time and time again, you know, where it just sit on the shelf, or, you know, you go to click on that song and only got, you know, 1,000 streams, or, you know, I don't know, 50 sales, downloads, whatever you want to say. But that's not what it's all about, you know what I'm saying? And then just be different, man. You know, I talk to people all the time and try to give advice to artists and managers and producers and so forth. You know, it's a difference between being hot and being trendy. Just remember that. It's a difference between being hot and being trendy. So let me tell you the difference. Hot is hot. That means that whatever you bring out, people gonna like, regardless of what area it is. Whatever, you know, whenever you bring it out, bring it out in the summer, winter, spring, fall, don't matter. It's hot. Trendy is trendy. Trendy is, I just heard so and so rap, sing, dance, and so forth, like something. So I'm gonna go right behind that person and I'm gonna make something that's not gonna be exactly like that person, but it's gonna sound damn near the same, because that person's blowing up right now. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna copycat. I'm gonna sound like this person. I'm gonna use the instruments this person used. You know, I'm gonna do whatever. I'm gonna wear the same clothes. I'm gonna have the same type of video. Same type of dancers in my video. Might even have the same dance, whatever. Well, guess what? Being hot never gets old. Being trendy does. And if you know the history of music, then you know that it's all about the originator. It's not about the pretender. It never has been. So let's chime into that a little bit. I'm gonna keep playing this background music. So, an originator. We all know who's the originator of hip hop, who's the creators, who's the pioneers of R&B, pop, country, rock, gospel. We all know these. But do we remember the pretenders? Do we remember the copycats? Probably not. Because they only go so far. Because guess what? Once that trend is over with, once it's a new trend, they don't know how to relate. And you can't keep copycatting. You'll get called out. So, your best bet is to be original. You be a creator. There's never enough of those. Too many pretenders, not enough creators. If you become an originator, you come with your own slogans, your own chants, your own style, your own look. And then people can copycat you. They can copycat your sound. Because that's what it's all about. Think about history. Think about the people that started off. When Michael Jordan, he first came in the league, he started a trend. But he started it for a while, and people copycatted it for a while until Allen Iverson came in. So where I'm going with this is that during games, when players, were injured and they took off or whatever, MJ would wear a suit. He was dressed to the nines. So you seen him on the sideline, he had on the suit. And it was like that for damn near 20 years until AI came in. And AI had his braids, he had a hoodie, he had whatever, chains on, shorts, t-shirt, Guess what? People start wearing that instead of suits. Now you hardly ever see, professional basketball players on the sideline with suits unless they're a coach. So those two were creators. They created those trends. And, like I said, when it comes to music styles and genres, don't be a copycat. Be a creator. Start your own following, your own style, your own trend, and just go from there. And you will be remembered because of that. Trust me. Alright, so let's see where we at. Man, it's rough. Ain't nobody chimed in yet. It's all good. I'm gonna keep going. Alright, so we at the 30-minute mark right now. 30 minutes. Alright. So what else I want to talk about since I got y'all on here? So let's talk about, I had this conversation the other day with an associate of mine. And I said, manager versus not having one. So for artists, producers, DJs, and so forth, when do you really think you need a manager and why? Now, this is coming from a manager, but I'm always keep it 100 with you. So I was talking to a guy the other day, pretty good friends, and he was like, "Hey, Skrills, man, I want you to be my manager." And I said, "Well, right now I ain't focusing on artist management right now, man." He said, "Why not?" I said, "Well, for one, there ain't no money in it for the artist, meaning that there won't be any money in it for me." So this is my take on that. With everything that's going on right now, pandemic, the economy down and so forth, businesses are closed, venues aren't getting the numbers that they normally get, people aren't buying music like they used to and so forth. I mean, hell, you can't even go to a movie theater for real right now. It's just not a good time for artist managers. Now, I'm not saying that they're not still doing business. I'm just saying that when it comes to an artist manager that's actually starting off with a new client, and that's an up-and-coming client or up-and-coming musician, it's just not a good time. It's hard enough to get venues, shows, and so forth. So it's better for the artist to focus on, basically strengthening and perfecting his craft. I mean, because right now you can't depend on going on tour. You can't depend on doing shows. Everything's hard. And until things let up, it's hard for everybody. It's hard for the managers. It's hard for the artists. It's hard for producers. Hard for the CEOs. Everybody. And you have to be in demand. If people don't know you, they don't want you to perform. And it's hard for people to know who you are when everything's not open up. I mean, I don't really focus on the artist management side of my company right now. What I'm focusing on is marketing and promoting artists, because you can still do that during this pandemic. So going back to what I asked, everybody don't need a manager. It's all about getting to a point where you need one. Not just saying that you need one or thinking that you need one. You got to get to that point where you actually know that you need one. Just like you got to get to the point where you actually know that you need an entertainment lawyer. Or you get to a point where you know that you need to be under a label. If you're not at that point, then keep grinding. Because the more hands or heads that you put in the pot, the more hands will be out asking for money, getting a cut. Just remember that. If you don't really need a manager, then just don't use one right now. It's a lot of ways to be creative without having management. Same as publicists. If you don't need a publicist right now, don't get one. Get creative. There's a lot of DIYs, do-it-yourself methods out here. And then when you know that your hands are tied and getting too busy, you got too much work on your hands, then it's time to start looking and seeking for those people. But until then, just grind. Get your name out there. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all don't have your name anywhere, but y'all want a manager. Y'all want this, y'all want that. Why? Why would you even want that? Why would you even do that to yourself? One thing I told an associate of mine is that managers still stick to the business side. The artists, a lot of people, a lot of the labels, and even the concert promoters and stuff like that, they want to see the artist grind. They want to see the grind in the artist first before you send somebody their way who's representing you. They want to see what the artist can do. They want to see that artist out moving around and, passing out flyers, whatever, promoting themselves. They want to see that. And it's just like anything else, with the company that I have, the clothing line, I don't depend on nobody else promoting my clothing line. I don't depend on nobody else promoting anything for me. My motto is promote yourself first. And it's always going to be that. Because you get more respect that way. You get more respect from promoting yourself first. People admire that. Look at the likes of FUBU and Mark Echo and Sean John and Rockaware. They promoted themselves first. Then they went and had people, sponsors and spokesmen and so forth, that spoke them up and said, go out and buy this, da-da-da-da. But in the beginning, it was just them. It was them going out and promoting themselves. Or just think of, in the music business, Master P, Russell Simmons, people like that. They went out. They was on the grind. They was street soldiers themselves. They was hustling and grinding to get their name out, that brand out. And that's what y'all got to do as artists before y'all go out and say something about needing a manager. First and foremost, grit, grind. That's why I said grind hard or go home. That's what it's all about. Nobody's going to give you anything in this world. Nobody. If they do give you something for free, you better be looking around corners because you're going to owe somebody. That's just the way it is. So it's better just to be up front and grind. You'll know when it's your time. You'll know when it's time for you to have those other people on your team. There's nothing wrong with having a team, but you gotta be the front man. You gotta be the spokesperson at first, and then you let the others handle all the paperwork. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, you gotta stay business minded, and you'll get a lot more respect that way. So yeah, when it comes to the needing a manager right off the bat, that's a no-no. Just keep doing it yourself until you'll need it, and you'll know when you need it. So now we're going to get into the promotional aspect. We're almost at 40 minutes after the hour. Let's do promotion. Who needs it, who don't? So, if you don't think you need promotion, you're wrong. And it's not just music. Anytime you start a business, you need to promote it. It don't matter if it's selling tacos to selling MP3s, whatever. You have to promote. If you don't promote, nobody knows about you. That stuff will sit in your garage, in your basement, on your couch, in your room, or wherever else. And just because it's digital, there's ways of sitting too. And it's actually more embarrassing to sit digitally than anything. Because, you can't really see it, but you know it's there. So, you bring out these CDs and, I hear people all the time, on all social media platforms. Blase. But guess what? It can be on every social media platform or digital platform or whatever you want to say, however you want to advertise it. If ain't nobody buying it, it don't matter. Just remember that. If you ain't promoting it, and you ain't pitching it to people, and you ain't advertising it, you ain't making it to the point where they want it, they want to know about it, then it's a waste of time. Don't even bring it out. telling you now, I know thousands and thousands of artists that bring out music on a day-to-day basis that wish they didn't even bring it out, especially after they talk to me. And I ain't about, discouraging anybody, but I'm going to tell you the truth. If you don't plan on promoting your music, do not bring it out. I don't care what type of message you have. That's even worse. If you got some special message that you want to, distribute to people and get it out in the community, you best believe you need to promote it. Otherwise, people ain't gonna never get that message. They ain't gonna never get to hear it, because people don't just search for people like, oh, let me see if I can find this new artist or whatever. Nah, I don't work like that at all. You gotta put yourself in front of people so people can hear you. People know about you. They know your story. That's what makes people interested in artists and DJs and producers, whatever. It don't matter. This is not a conversation just for artists. This is a conversation for people in general. You start a company, you can put yourself in blogs and magazine placements, just explaining how you started. People want to know your story. So your best bet is to give it to them. Give them your story. Show them who you are. And then they'll be interested in hearing your music. So, if you think that you could just make a song, upload it to DistroKid or wherever, and put it out with a nice little cover and that everybody gonna go out and buy it, you're wrong. You gotta find ways and methods to get people to want to buy and hear that music. A lot of people do videos, which is smart, because at least they can see something. But you got to do all that stuff together. You got to bring out that video and bring out the promo to it way before you bring out the song. Way before you bring out the song. You wonder why you see artists with 500,000, 100,000 streams in less than, 2 or 3 months, 5 months sometimes. That's because they've been promoting for a while. They've been promoting for a while. And everybody got to be on board, man. I mean, honestly, if you can't get your friends and, associates to buy your music, then I really don't know what to call them. Because it really don't cost that much. So if you can't get these people to buy your stuff, to download your stuff, to stream, then, it's pretty sad. I mean, but it's a lot of people out there that don't do it, I guarantee if I went through my contacts on my phone, 75% of the people in there don't have none of my music. But they want to say they support. So, if you go through your phone and your contact list and you scrolling through names, how many people you think in your contacts actually got 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 songs downloaded through Apple Music or Spotify or wherever? Or if they downloaded the whole EP or album, or, did they do a download? I done had people that told me that basically they didn't, subscribe to certain channels, so they couldn't download my music. And that's what you're going to run into. So don't be surprised. So, when it all comes down to it, the more you promote, the more chances you have of other people buying your stuff, other people downloading and streaming your stuff. I see posts all the time on social media about, when your friends, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why y'all surprised. It's always been like that. It's always been one of those things where people don't support you until others do, and it's always going to be like that. You just got to be ready for it. If you ready for it, then It's easy. You start hitting, you start charting, people start knowing who you are. Everybody in your contacts will have your music. Trust and believe. They will go out their way to download that stuff because now you hot. And that's just the way it is. That's just the way life goes. So that's why I say promoting, marketing yourself is huge. It's big, man. It's the way to be. It's the only way to be. And I'm not just saying it just because I do promotion and marketing. 20 years ago, I was in IHOP parking lots. I was at all the shows after the show was over. I was putting up posters. I was dropping off CDs in every liquor store in Kansas City. I had my cousins that were in college. I was sending them bulks of CDs to drop off in all their little college town CD and tape stores. Had them putting up posters for me, dropping them a couple dollars. I had all my friends that were out of town in the military. I'm dropping them stuff off, so they could promote. You just find ways to do it. That's just the way it is, man. I mean, the better, the more, it's just better that way. The more ways that you get creative, the better. So yeah, man, I'm a firm believer in promoting, cause it got to the point 15, 20 years ago. I'm sitting in IHOP parking lot, people pulling up, getting out, I'm like, hey man, I got this new CD. Want to know if you got a chance to listen to it. I'm literally sitting in cars with people in their cars. They don't know me from nobody. They listen to the CD. They open it up. Let me check it out, man. Hop in. I'm in the passenger seat. They listen. They going through the songs. That's cool. I like that. That's cool. I like that. I don't like this one. Da 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 da. Blah blah blah. I feel this one. All right, man. I'm gonna hook you. I'm gonna give you 15. I'm gonna give you 20. And that's how you earn respect. Because when you own, then they like, I remember when that dude was in IHOP parking lot selling me his CD. And that's the problem. Like, people don't know that grind no more. They don't know how to do that. They don't know how to get creative. All they know how to do is tap a key. That's it. That's all they know how to do. And you got to get better than that. You got to get creative. If you do, you'll prosper from it, straight up. But yeah, it's ways of doing things where you don't need help. You need assistance. It's a difference. You need somebody to help you. You don't need their help. You need somebody to help you. What that means is needing help and needing somebody to assist you. It's a perception thing. People say, I need help. I come over and help you. You back up. You let me do all the work. That's not how it works. That's why I say you need assistance. Because we both work to get it done. That's what assisting is. How many times was you a kid and you was like, Mom, I need some help. Dad, I need some help. And they come over and they do it for you. You just back up, let them do it, and you watch. That's all you doing, just watching. You might not even be paying attention. But most of y'all just watching just to make it look good. So they help, they get it done, they do it for you, and they keep it moving. But then when you say, hey, I need assistance, I need some assistance over here. That's when your boss will say or something like that. He gonna help you, you gonna help him, she gonna help you, you gonna help her. Y'all gonna get it done. And that's how it is. When it all boils down to it, that's how it is. Get some help from somebody, some assistance, and y'all both work to get it done. Period. That way you ain't got nobody saying that they did it all for you. They assisted you with it. They gave you a little bit of help. So like I said, man, I'm gonna be doing this show Sundays and Mondays. Not doing one tomorrow because we got the big game. Gotta be watching that. I'd be lying if I was saying I wouldn't mind either one of them winning. I really don't have a dog in the fight. Gonzaga or Baylor could win it. I like them both. But yeah, normally Monday nights, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time is going to be this show where we're going to have guests on here interviewing them like we always have. Shout out to St. Lou Hits. He got sick at the last minute, which is understandable, but we're going to get him back on here. He's worked with a lot of people, man. I mean, when I looked at his bio, he done worked with Kanye West and 2 Chainz, Bankroll Fresh, R.I.P. Worked with Travis Porter, Young Thug, all of them. I mean, highly talented, super producer from St. Louis. But yeah, we got him coming up. We got some others. And then in the month of May, we got a lot of filmmakers, screenwriters, actors that are doing big things. So we got a lot coming up. And, I'm going to close it out in a minute. Let me get to one of my... close out in a minute, but I just want to, not only give a shout out to the people that did tune in, but I want to give a shout out to the people that give support to others. And, I'm keeping it 100. It's a lot of people out here that act like they support you when they really don't. They act like they support you when they really don't. There's a lot of people out here that's paying a lot of attention to you because they want to be there when you fall. They want to be there to see you struggle. It's people same color that they don't want to see you survive. They want to see you fall. They want to see the next man win. And that's just real talk. So just pay attention. Stay awake out here. Stop thinking that everybody's looking out for you because they not. It's a lot of haters out here. It's a lot of people that you think that got love for you that don't. They never have. They always want to see you fall. And you just might not have given them the satisfaction yet to fall. So they just wait. Now, granted, it is a lot of people out here that want to see you win. But it's just the same amount that want to see you fall. So, just keep that in mind. We see it daily. Don't even know it. I was looking at a post today and I had to steal it because she basically was like, if you ain't supporting me, why you still around? It's because they hating on you. That's why. They hate. Yeah, they watching your every move. They copycatting, trying to do what you do, trying to move how you move. I done had people telling other people, like, don't mess with Skrills. He ain't good for business, blah, blah, blah. Come on, man. Like I told somebody the other day, I ain't even got to do this. I'm good. This is something I like to do. I have love for music. That's all. I don't depend on music to pay my bills. Never have. But like I said, it's a lot of people out here, they just waiting to see you fall. So keep winning. That's how I'm going to end the show tonight. Keep winning. Like I said to somebody a while back, you will get the last laugh, trust me. And the last laugh is good. And then, last thing I got to say. don't sell your soul for nobody. I don't care how much money it is. If you want a clown, go to the circus. Don't sell your soul for no money or nobody. So tune in next week. I'll be here, and I'm out.